Best Domain Registrar in 2020. Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at where you should be buying your domain name for your website and what sites you should be avoiding. So let's get started. First off, we're going to take a look at GoDaddy. GoDaddy seems to be the most popular website to buy a domain name, but there could not be a worse website. GoDaddy might seem alright at a glance. It has a very pretty homepage and it looks very neat and clean, but GoDaddy is a huge ripoff because it is charging $12 for the first year, but for .com renewals on GoDaddy, they actually charge $17.99 per year, and that's only to renew your .com domain. They have a lot of aggressive marketing, and you can see on their help center, it might seem it's very helpful and they do have customer support, but their customer support is usually just going to talk to you in circles and they're going to make you feel like you are the one that has the issue. So that's why I don't recommend GoDaddy. It's something you should steer clear from. Also, they do really try to upsell their products and they're going to constantly try to sell you more products for your website, which you might not need. And they only provide you with basic WHOIS protection. And they will try to sell you security for your domain. So if we go to domains, domain names, and protect domain names. So if you just buy your domain name, you already have security. You don't need a full domain privacy and protection or ultimate domain privacy and security. This is just a useless stuff because basic WHOIS protection is all you need. And if you don't know what WHOIS protection is, basically, if someone looks up your name in the public WHOIS directory, they can see your name, email address, state, the country you live in, and all those kinds of personal details. WHOIS protection enables them to only see the state that you live in. Other than that, all of your information is kept private. So yeah, that's why steer clear from GoDaddy. They will try to sell you stuff you don't need, and they are overcharging for the kind of service that they are providing. Next up, we have Namecheap, and I really like Namecheap because Namecheap only charges you $13.16 per year for .com renewals. They have WHOIS protection for free. Also, they provide web hosting and have live customer support, which is pretty efficient, and they do reply on time. So as you can see, if you have a .net domain, they charge $10.98 a year, and if it's a .org domain, then they charge $9.18 per year. Namecheap is very great if you need a just large umbrella website to host all of your website needs. So if you want a website hoster, a email hoster, domain registrar, you can use Namecheap for all of these functions, which is pretty great. Next up, we have Google Domains, and Google Domains is pretty underrated because the service that they're providing is pretty simple, and some people are trying to stray away from Google because they don't want all of their info tied up in Google, and that's totally understandable, but Google Domains is pretty great. They enable you to see, they keep it short and simple, and they keep it neat and clean. Their .com, Google Domains provides .com domains at $12 per year to renew them, and .org is also $12 per year. I think if you're a simple person and you just need a website domain, you should definitely check out Google Domains. Next up, we have porkbun.com. Porkbun is another domain registrar. It offers pretty great variety and is pretty cheap compared to the other domain registrars. They focus on their ethical values and provide you with a wide selection of domain names. Next up, we have Namezilo.com. So Namezilo is another domain registrar, and they provide you with .com renewals at only $9 per year, which is pretty cheap. Looking to save some money, you should definitely take a look at Namezilo. They provide free WHOIS protection, so you don't have to worry about that, and they won't try to upsell you products that you don't need. That is a very great point about Namezilo. So moving on to the final and best domain registrar in my opinion, I'm going to show you another domain registrar that you should steer clear from. And it's pretty funny because they're called domain.com. Yes, you should stay away from domain.com. And after that, .com renewals cost $14 per year, which is not that high as GoDaddy, but they do not provide WHOIS protection. And if I'm paying $14 or $16 for a .NET renewal, I would want to have WHOIS protection. They charge another extra $9 per year for WHOIS protection, and that just makes the total cost too outrageous to even consider using domain.com. So steer clear of domain.com. Moving on to our final and probably the best, hover.com. It is a very great, very efficient way to find your domain. They only charge $15 per year for a .com domain renewal, and they are pretty easy to use. They're just like Google. Without the name of Google, they're neat and clean. They focus on their main objectives. They don't provide any kind of web hosting. They only provide email hosting, and their prices are pretty decent for the service that they are providing. They also have free WHOIS protection included and are just a overall great option. So to conclude this video, I would say if you're looking to save some money, take a look at Porkbun and take a look at Namezilo. Also, if you're looking for just something overall that's good, that's efficient, and you want everything under one umbrella, you want all of your website related things under one software or company, take a look at Namecheap because they provide great web hosting, great email hosting, and great domain registrars. And if you're just looking for a domain registrar, take a look at Google Domains and take a look at Hover. I hope you guys were able to make a good decision according to your needs from this video, and you're able to decide what kind of domain registrar you should choose for your website according to whatever kind of specific needs you have. If you're looking to save money, or if you want something that really gets all of your things and all of your online matters under one umbrella. So just to summarize, please stay away from domain.com and GoDaddy because they are absolutely not worth it for your money. And you might be wondering, if you're building a website, you might be using Wix or Squarespace, and they do provide domain names. So should you buy your domain name directly from Wix or from Squarespace? Well, the short and simple answer is, if you want everything under one umbrella, if you want it to be convenient and easy for you to use, you might consider buying them using Squarespace or Wix directly, but I would not recommend it because Wix and Squarespace charge very inflated prices for a domain name. It's going to be a whole lot more cheaper for you to host your website using a domain name provided by Namezilo or Porkbun, because a Wix and Squarespace actually charge exorbitant amounts, just like domain name and GoDaddy. So you're gonna be paying a whole lot more for what you're getting, and it won't be worth it in the end, especially in the long run when that bill will accumulate to a whole lot more than what you were expecting, because renewals on Wix and Squarespace are just as pricey as domain name and GoDaddy. So that was it for today, and I'll catch you guys